necessary mod on this truck is to filter the sand out of the motor because it comes with sand in the motor from the factory.
New radiator. This is take number 6.
The truck blew 6 radiators.
No, I get them in the mail. I put them in,
and then they blow.
Corn. AC's on. If you shut it off, it's minimal. It lags the turbo pretty hard. I'm telling you, I've owned this truck for long enough to where I know every little thing about it.
Okay, so if the radio or the AC is on, the turbo won't light.
Yeah.
Or saying if I'm sitting in the driver's seat, the turbo won't light.
No, it's lighting.
Oh, it's still lighting.
It's full boost right there, yeah.
What we have here, folks, is a 6.0 diesel. 6.0. Why do they call it a 6.0? They love it. They'll be like, it's a 6.0. That's his Instagram handle. The 6.0. They love the accent, like the ho part, because that's cool. What we have here is the world's most unreliable diesel engine. And what's the funny thing about that? The funny thing about that is that no one will admit it that has one, because they don't want to come to terms with accepting the purchase that they just did and put $40,000 in to make it run half the time. Because first it ran a quarter of the time. You bulletproof that puppy, it'll run half the time. What will happen? These kids buy these trucks that adults have sold because they're reliable the first 5,000 miles, right? A farmer buys it, he's like, yo, I'm gonna use it, and then he's like, I made a mistake. He sells it to another normal person that has slightly less money. The next person, the second owner of the 6.0, will then of course try to use it again. It's like construction work. It's like, this truck is pretty nice. Like they still want to use it for work, you know, because it still looks like a halfway decent truck and it still runs okay. And then like these more things pop out. They're like, oh, well, it just needs the transmission control module replaced. It'll be fine. It's cool. I didn't waste all my money on a 6.0. And then just needs head gaskets. Like that's what, like only a $14,000 job or something. And then they realize, they're like, you know, I put 20 grand into this thing and it's still not running properly. So the third owner of the 6.0 is the 16 to 18 year old, 14 if your parents have slightly more money, farm boy. So what they'll do is they'll buy a 6.0 that's already broken. They'll be like, yo, I got a diesel now, guys. And they'll be like, tell all their friends, I finally got this 6.0, finally got a nice truck. Obviously it didn't have these on it because the farmer that bought it wouldn't actually use those. They'll take the world's ugliest, most unreliable truck and they will dump 40 to 60 grand into it, and then you got an $80,000 6.0. Because what he did was he put a new motor into it, and then he put 4 other new motors into it. The only thing on this truck that doesn't blow is the body. It's not enjoyable to look at, really. I mean, when you look at a 6.0 going down the road, you're not like, are they really that reliable? Because it's